Hello, my dear viewers. This is Deepak Jain here in English Mania, and I have so many students in front, right? You all are ready,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes.
For debate. And the topic today is actually there are certain issues, certain things they have to be taken care, right? So one of them is corruption. Second is health. Health issue is there, right? Third is pollution and population, right? So what does the government have to take care the most first? Okay, that's what you have to tell. You are going to tell. Fine. So in this raw, I wanna ask you, what are you gonna favor? What should the government take care first?
Pollution.
Pollution should be taken care first,
Yeah.
right? On the priority basis. I want you to tell, please.
Sir, government should focus on the population.
Population
Yes.
should be taken care, right? And what do you think?
Sir, most focused point should be of corruption.
Corruption should be
Yes.
taken care,
Yes, sir.
right? What do you think?
Sir, according to me, corruption.
Should be taken care first,
Yes.
right? Prem,
Yes,
do
sir.
you
I'm
think?
also favor in to government should prefer work on corruption.
Corruption, right? What do you think, Mr. Yadav?
Sir, I highly focused on health issues.
Health issues, right? So you can give the beginning, please. Why should the government take care of the health issues first, not the other? Please tell.
Actually, like as far my observation is concerned, related to the health issues, that India is lacking in so many different kind of sectors or the sections in related to the health disease and all. For example, India is just investing 6% of the GDP in education, while just lacking in the investment in the health sector.
Okay.
Right now, I think that is the statistic of from my side. 90.771 thousand crore has been invested in the health sector, which is a universal scheme or the umbrella scheme, which will make India anemia mukt Bharat. And on the other hand, if we just talk about, so we have the infant mortality rate and that child mortality rate, which is contributing altogether in the recession of the Indian development
Okay.
itself.
That's what you think,
Yes.
right? Now, why do you think so that, you are favoring that?
Corruption.
Corruption.
Yes.
Why is corruption more important than the health issue? And Mr. Yadav has just told about health. Why should it be taken care? But
Okay, sir.
on what basis do you think so?
Sir.
Tell me, please.
Sir, I think so that I have a data that the 99% we can say nearly most of the economy of India is in the hand of 1% rich people of India.
Okay.
So somewhere it is we can say it is due to corruption. Corruption is there, so most of the economy of India is in the hand of 1% rich people of India. So as he said that health issues should be solved by the government. I think that many we can say poor people are there, so
Okay.
they are we can say going to treat themselves in the government hospitals of the particular district. So I also know that due to only due to corruption, the good facilities are not provided in the we can say government hospitals. And if corruption would not be there, then the good facilities would be provided. Like in the many schemes are there, according to them, it is we can say mentioned that this machine should be bought in that government we can say hospital, and we can say many facilities government provides money to the
Okay.
we can say mentor of the hospital or the district or a particular state. But due to corruption, what happens, the money doesn't reach to the hospital in the we can say in the favor of hospital, it doesn't reach. So if corruption would be prohibited, then many machines would be bought for the hospital, facilities would be provided, and everything would be improved in the hospital. So the health issues will automatically be we can say improved due to a removal of corruption or prohibition of corruption.
That's what you think, right?
Yes, sir.
And please store the points in your mind, because you have to encounter, refute, confute, right? And here, now I want to come to you, or anybody can raise hands, right? The people who want to oppose can raise hand. Then I'll come to this. I'll try to come to the same person. Yes.
Sir, I think sir population will be controlled in the India because sir there is-
Should be controlled,
should be
right?
controlled in the
अभी
India.
आज आपका तीसरा या चौथा दिन है ना?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
And sir, because sir India has a limited resources, and I think the Indian people are uneducated. That's why the population is increased rapidly.
Okay.
And sir, if the population is limited, then all the people are used the good resources, and I think sir,
Yes.
the pupils grow easily
Okay.
in the future, and he choose our dream or he achieve our goals.
Yeah,
in the
they can
future.
achieve.
Yes.
You know, their goals. That's what you think, right?
Yes.
This boy is raising finger because he wants to speak. Yes.
Yeah, because of pollution, many diseases are there, like asthma, and because of water pollution, many animals are dying, and the water is being poisoned, or we can
Okay.
say toxic.
Hmm.
And this pollution will not be there, so many things will be we can say solved. Like
Okay.
air pollution, because of air pollution, many animals are there which are being extinct. Like in air pollution, many chimneys are there from which the smoke and poisonous gases coming. Because of that contact, the birds are dying.
Okay.
And if I talk about the next issue of pollution, so the next issue is that because of pollution, too much of heat is there outside. That's why we will use more AC. And if we
Is
will,
he audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
and if we will use more AC, so more pollution will be there, and it might be the case that in future Earth can destroy. So that's my
Okay.
point.
Now I'm
So,
coming.
sir, according to me, the biggest owners of the government should be of removing corruption, because nowadays it is increasing. As Mr. Anil was talking about health issues, so corruption is also a very big problem in health sector. Suppose you are PM, okay, you give us 1 crore rupees, okay, for helping health, okay, and suppose I am the bureaucrat of you, then I will eat that money, I will take that money. Suppose you gave me 1 crore rupees,
I will embezzle that money.
I will embezzle that money if I am
इसको कहते हैं गबन करना, गड़प
Okay,
लेना,
I will
right?
embezzle your money if I am your bureaucrat, okay? And it might be the case that I have taken your 20 lakh rupees, and now I am only giving 80 lakh rupees to, not only in health field, it is a very big problem in every field according to me. So that is why the priority should be given to corruption as compared to pollution on health.
I would like to draw the attention of the speaker here in the classroom program, because we all have assembled here together to discuss the potential topics. So first of all, the embezzlement in the government functionaries or the machinery system has not been very feasible by the bureaucrats, because we are just what should I say, operating the e-governance system, because government in action is known as a effective governance, and the nowadays governance is completely e-governance, and whatever the amount has been just appropriated by the fund of government of India, it is really being distributed to those kind of poles apart hospitals which are situated in the village areas,
Yes.
or the what should I say, town side areas, in which so many people are really entitled for the effective health facilities. For example, if I just talk about the AIIMS Hospital of Delhi in Raebareli, it is having so many different branches, by which so many people from the poles apart region of India are really accessible. It is accessible for them to just reap the benefits of the health system itself, and we are having the effective MD doctors in the government best hospitals.
Okay.
For the everyone's concern.
Yes.
Sir, I want to say that as he's saying that we can say hospitality is going to be provided. Many branches are opened of AIIMS Delhi and Raebareli Hospital. What is that? I don't know. But I want to say that as we are saying that in saying or in speaking, it is easy that everything is going well. But when we are reaching there practically, then nothing is going well.
I want to counter this thing one first of all. First of all, let me start. First of all, after that you can counter your statements to me. Okay. First of all, sir, easier said than done, because it is just not a one kind of a speaking classes where we are just going showing off. Okay. It is just my personal statistic which I have gone through the so many different kind of prominent examples of the newspapers itself and the expert opinion forums I have in my mind. So what I'm reciting here. Day before yesterday, I specifically went through the Ayush Ministry's official record, in which it was said that there are really so many beneficiaries under the Ayushman Yojana who are really reaping the benefits. For example, if I just talk about or draw your attention that Vidit, I think Vidit name Vihan is sitting here. Yes, he is raising the concern related to the pollution. So pollution is a one kind of a biggest element which is contributing in the health sector. If there might have not been a pollution, then why the people are coming in the hospitals? Because they are the victim of the pollution. That's why they are coming in hospitals. And sir, one foremost thing I would like to say, India is lacking in the medical facilities. That's why we are unable to just provide the machinery functionality in the hospitals sector itself. And one thing I would like to say, government is focusing on the nutrition value also of the village people. If I say this thing, that you can definitely go to the village sections and just inspect there. There are so many families who are getting the nutrition value based food, by which they are just reducing the what should I say, nutritions, increasing the nutritions, reducing the vulnerability, the potentiality, which is affecting them as a victim.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I want to
It is
convey.
making the people feeble.
Yes,
right?
feeble.
Sir,
Yes.
But sir, according to me, there are so many fields in which too much of corruption is there, and because of corruption nowadays, black money is also being printed, and it is a very big issue of India according to me.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Sir,
but
I-
black
sir,
money
I
is
want to-
printed. I want to
Sir,
ask one
sir,
thing
I want
from
to
this
say that-
particular person.
Wait,
Where the
wait,
black
wait.
money is printed.
Okay.
It is not like an easy statement that you heard from somewhere that black money is printed. I want to know from where black money is being printed. Okay. If there is a money laundering, then you should definitely specify in which location of India it is being
Okay,
imprinted.
let me explain you. As you know, due to demonetization, there was too much of corruption. How can I tell you that from where money laundering is taking place? But it is because of corruption only.
No.
Wait.
Sir, here I
Let's
want
do
to
all people then.
Sir, here I want to
Let's after him, right? Yes.
Sir, I think sir, population should be working on the increasing population rapidly because sir, if I have a 4 children and I unable to take a good environment, good education, then he does not live your life easily and in good environment, and he does not achieve your aims.
Yes.
And sir, I have a limited resources. I have we need to build hospitals and sir education sectors, and because in India sir education sector is low
Okay.
nowadays, and because the people are unaware and about the education,
Okay.
then government should focus on these things.
Right. Okay. That's what you think, right?
Yes.
Sir,
Fine.
Sir,
Yes,
I want
Mr.
to
Bharat.
encounter that
Then
as,
I'm coming to Anil.
sir, as he said that we can say every facilities are we can say being provided to, like Ayushman Yojana is there. The we can say facility is provided to all the people, all the
Okay.
poor people. But let me give you example. Like assume that if any very we can say worst school is there,
Okay.
then out of all the student, a single student can even reach to we can say can even become an IAS officer and can even crack the NEET or IIT JEE. But most of the students of that poor school or worst school are going to the hell, or we can say living their lives as a we can say hell. So as he said that Ayushman Yojana is we can say reaching the we can say advantage to the poor people, and but I want to say that it is reaching not to the we can say 100% of the poor people or 90% of the poor people even. It is only reaching to 10 to or 20%, and as if we are saying that every of us has smartphones,
Okay.
then it would be
Every one of us has.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then it would really be, we can say, right, it is really practical that we are seeing everyone as he is having a mobile. But in the practical life, we are not able to see, we can say, even 1 out of the 10 poor people having the, we can say, advantage of that Ayushman Yojana or having the, we can say, free treatment till 5 lakh rupees. But it we can say we can found 1 out of 50. We can't even found we can say those people in 1 out of 50. That will be we can say the people getting advantage of it are very we can say less in the percentage. So I would like to say to him that this is not really we can say getting advantage to most of the we can say poor people of
So
India.
since 2014, if I just talk about the outreach of the health system has been reaching to the vulnerable sections of the masses or marginalized sections of the society. For example, if I just say this thing that what is the guarantee of the outreach of education which is reaching to the poor families? It is gradually and slowly. Like changes are not like instantly are coming in the effectiveness. It takes time because India is a vast nation. It is challenging the diversity and treating the diversity.
Sir, it will
altogether.
definitely, sir, it will definitely
me-
come in the
No.
effectiveness. Sir, it will definitely come in the effectiveness if corruption is going to be, we can say, prohibited.
corruption is the
because,
integral
because,
part of the
sir, let me
society
tell
which
you,
can never
if
be
sir,
removed.
if corruption is going to be prohibited, I am not saying that it should be prohibited completely. It will never be prohibited completely because we can say the cleverness in the, we can say, deepness of a man will remain till we can say after thousands
After
of
him.
years.
He has been yearning to speak, right?
So as Mr. Yadav said that healthcare is very important in India, so I also agree with that point. But most of the disease, not most of the disease, but some diseases are happening because of pollution. Okay, so if those diseases will be solved, so many things can be solved. And nowadays, if you talk that because of education we can control pollution, so many people are there which are educated, but still they are going by car for short distances. But if we we can say if we launch any rule like if you have to go in 4 kilometers, so you have to go by cycle or you have to go on foot, so that will be right. And if I talk about corruption, so Mr. what is his name, I don't know, I forgot. Mr. Bharat, as you said that
You can ask, obviously.
okay, yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Bharat said that corruption is very important, okay, in India's economy. I also agree, and we cannot control it. So that should be also checked by the government. But the main priority should be pollution. Because of pollution, many people are dying. So that should be the priority. But because of corruption, many people are being sad, but they are not dying. Okay.
Okay.
So that's
Sir,
the
sir,
point.
I want
But
to.
sir, those people who are victim of the pollution, they will definitely come in hospitals, dear.
Sir, I have a
Sir, I want to encounter that. What is his name, sir? Vehan, yes, sir. As Vehan said that pollution is gradually being increased, and sir, corruption can do nothing in that. Sir, many we can say policies are given or provided. Sir, many policies are provided by the government to we can say remove the pollution. But what happens that for that money is given to the we can say MPs of the district and we can say DM of the district and for providing machines to remove that. But due to corruption, what happens that we are not able to we can say provide we can say good standard of machines. Like if we will find no machine there and we will find we can say a low category of machine would be found by ourselves there.
Yes.
So if corruption is removed, then we can say the pollution removing policies would be more effective or
Okay.
would be we can say much effective. Now they are we can say nearly zero effective.
Now Prem has to say
Sir,
something
government is
additionally.
not-
Additionally,
government-
he wants to say,
Okay,
right?
sir, government is not responsible for the individual's health.
Okay.
And government can also improve the hospitality and also it can also work in the hospitality infrastructure.
Hmm.
But government should also work on the corruption because nowadays it is also increasing day by day. And so government should also take on corruption.
Sir, government is concerning about the individual health also. For example, if there is someone who's STDs victim, okay, so it becomes the huge responsibility of the government not to just indoctrinate that particular person into the general society because he's the potential threatened or potential carrier of that STDs disease which can be transmitted to the different individual categories. For example, if I just talk about, we have the type 2 kind of a diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is being prevalent in Indian society. The government is really very effective to take the action over that disease.
Okay.
And apart from, if I just talk about, there are so many kind of health issues in the female section.
Right.
For example, if I just talk about the breast cancer is there and one cancer is related to the vaginal cancer is there. Okay, which was prevalent right now before previous month in that in newspaper. So government is also vigilant over that those issues.
Okay.
You know, because government is claiming this thing that because women are not that much aware or that much not educated, that's why they are not that much able to just reap the benefits of that accessibility which is being provided in the government hospital. It is free of cost. For example, if I just talk about hygiene must be maintained due to just because of hygiene. If we maintain hygiene, then there will be lack of potentiality which will bring or which will invite the disease or by which our government must not invest in the health sectors, rather than it must invest in those sectors where the corruption or where the pollution is being happening or like being in a like a circulation motion, we can say this thing
Yes.
easily.
This is for getting.
Yes.
Hypothetically, Mr. Narendra Modi's government has provided many schemes, as you gave example of vaginal cancer or we can say breast cancer.
Anybody can interrupt and speak in the mid, right?
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
Mr.
Sir, I want to
Mr.
say-
Modi
sir,
was
I want
not
to say that
attentive person in that
Mr.
case.
Modi's
Sir,
government
let me
has given